Hi, scrappy friends. Welcome to the Crafty Maven Getaway. This is Hannah Lemieux with you today, and I am going to be finishing up my October 31 Days of Happy, which really wasn't 31 days because I didn't get pictures for every single day, but that's okay. And I am going to be using the mood board, so you see lots of pink. I did add one extra color to this mix only because one, I wanted to use that paper that has the pink and the red and the orange from Seven Paper. I had that full sheet and I really liked it, which is why it was still sitting in my stash. But I thought it kind of went with the fall theme without being too fall themed. So I'm going to add a few extra like orange embellishments to this pink and um, like silver and black color scheme. Though I really, really love that pink and black and like the gray and the silver together. Those have been colors that I really have been loving to use right now. And I'm just looking through some of my stuff. I want to find something maybe to use like as layers underneath my photo. And all of the pictures that I'm going to be using today are different sizes, but the pocket is design E, so it's 6x6. And I'm doing this just because I think it's kind of fun to mix the different pocket sizes, and I'm almost out. I think I have like one more of the regular design that has the 4x6 and then the 3x4s in the middle. So I have the other orientation, but I don't use that one. I use, where up at the top there's the 2, and then down at the bottom there's a 2, and then the 4 in the middle. So I'm just making banners right now. And that background paper right there with the hearts is from Bella Boulevard. That's from the color or Add Color collection that they had out in the summer, I want to say. I'm I'm really trying to use up like old pieces, and I try to do that a lot when I'm doing my pocket pages and stuff because I mean I love to use new stuff too in there, but I think that when you use up your old pieces, you don't have as many big pieces, so you can make them fit a little bit better, and they're really fun for layers and stuff. And you can see right now I'm having a hard time because I want to add one other thing or something else to this page, but I don't want to overwhelm it. I knew that I wasn't going to be doing journaling on this because that picture is just about a 4x6. I think it's a little bit smaller than that. It might be like a 4.5x5 or something like that. So I didn't want it to be too crazy. And actually, really, this whole thing, I didn't over embellish. I just tried to keep it really simple. It still took me a while to do, but I just find that this process for me, the pockets take a lot longer than maybe what I would like. I think the best way that I found for pockets is to be really organized and say, okay, this is the supplies that I'm using. And I did take out a lot of like black and white papers and pink papers and stuff like that. So I knew what kind of papers I was going to be using, but it's the embellishment part of like, oh, I feel like I need to go searching through all my different containers of embellishments just to find the perfect one. When really, I think if you just keep to one like one cup of embellishments or however you organize your embellishments, just keep it to a smaller amount, and then you're not feeling like, oh my gosh, I have so many. So this card that I'm working on right here is going to be actually on the other side, but I just figured I'd start it, and I'm using that striped paper that I really like, and I found that black and white grid, and that's from Seven Paper too. Actually, I think all of that is from Seven Paper. I really love that corally peachy color with the plus signs on it. I wasn't going to use it because it really doesn't fit in the scheme, but it works with that other paper because it's from the same collection. So I figured I'd just go for it. It doesn't have to be completely matchy-matchy. And I did find like a geotag and like a little thingy that says visit. And that picture is just a picture from school. One day at school, we're starting to learn about the separatists and when they came over to the United States. So early American history, like before it was in America. So we were talking about England and stuff. So I took out a map and showed the kids England and where like the Netherlands were and stuff. And so that we could learn about that. And I love history and I love maps. So I had found that book that had maps, like really old, like maps from back when that's what the map looked like back then. So it's really fun. Though the kids probably don't care about it as much. But I think if they see if I'm excited about something, then they get excited. And they're excited about learning about history and about the people that came to the United States first and the cultures what it was like in the other countries. And I've just in general, I really want my kids to have a good knowledge of other countries and what it's like other places, not just in the United States. So this is the next card that's going to go next to the picture of my kids playing. So that first one that I did. And this one is mostly a filler card. So I decided, even though it had the teal, which does not match with the black and white and all that fun stuff, but in the pink and the orange. But I really thought that gray bunny was just so cute. And I did add the journaling after. So here's my next card. Man, this is going a lot quicker than I thought it was going to go. Feel like it's taking forever to keep up. And this is going to go underneath. Actually, wait. That's up from the other side. Oh yeah, I forgot that some of my cards got cut off. My battery went dead on me. So you guys missed a couple cards. But this is a picture of pumpkin soup. In the fall time, I love to make pumpkin soup. And so I'm eating it for lunch and watching YouTube videos, which doesn't happen very often because a lot of times I have to do other stuff during lunchtime. But I was taking the opportunity. And I actually think that week I wasn't feeling good. But I don't remember now. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that week because I wasn't feeling good a couple of weeks ago. And I was trying to find something that I could use for journaling. So I found that little printable tag. I really like this card. It turned out really cute. If you guys have any questions about the stuff that I use, because I know I'm not saying everything. I know that card that has the text on it is from Click Kits. But just ask in the comments below and I'll let you guys know. This was really fun, just finishing this up. And I definitely, like, I've been trying to find my groove in doing Project Life just because I'm a little bit newer at it. And I really like the concept of Project Life and having some, pictures from the month. But doing it every week sometimes feels a little daunting to me. So what I really have been enjoying doing is this month. For October, I just picked out the pictures that I took on purpose. Well, because I did the 31 days of happy for this one, but in September I went through and I looked through my pictures from the month and I just picked a handful of photos. And I found that that's a lot easier for me to just take the whole month, print off all the pictures, and then go through and do it that way instead of saying, okay, here's the week. Because I feel like when I do it weekly, I end up with way more photos. I mean, you still get a lot when you do it per month, and it's a lot of printing all at one time. But I feel like I don't fill up as much space because it's not like I need a picture for every single day. I mean, not every single day do we do anything that is, amazing. Like this is just a picture of my son. I was tickling him and I took a picture of him laughing because I love when he laughs. He's so fun. And he's at that age where he has to goof around, and he just, so when he laughs, it's just, well, and I think moms just, well, parents just love to hear their kids laugh anyway. You like to hear your kids having fun and being happy. That was not straight. It was giving me a hard time. And I use that orangey paper. That's also from Seven Paper. And I just picked that because I thought it kind of matched with the paper up above. So I'm really just kind of trying to tie in some colors that match. And like I said, I really like that addition to of the orange to in the mix, even though it had nothing to do with the mood board or the inspiration piece. And I love the inspiration piece. I mean, I'm the one who puts them together, so I probably sometimes I feel like I say, "Oh, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one." But this one was really, really fun to make. And I was kind of sad that I felt like I didn't have that much silver stuff to add. Oh yeah, I used Stays On and it just slipped right on that Teresa Collins because those are really slippery tag, like labels. I'm still getting the hang of using Stays on stuff. Sometimes I do it and you can't see it very good, like on photos. So I just added the journaling on there because there's like the wonky lines. So I figured I'd just do that, even though it's a little bit hard to see. And this is my last card that I'm going to do. And that's a picture of my daughter, Kaden. And that day, she had asked me to take pictures of her, which is not uncommon. And so I was like, okay, I made her sit a certain way and the dog was right next to her. So she's like, I want to take a picture with Espo. And she got all cute and the sun was just beating in just right the right angle. And I don't know, I got a lot of nice shots of her that day. So I wanted to make sure I added this in to my 31 days of happy because taking pictures of the kids makes me happy. I want to remember them at this small age. Well, and they just grow so fast, especially they're all at this age now that I just feel like all the time I'm looking at pictures and I can't believe how fast they're growing. I'm like, oh my gosh, stop growing. So right now you're seeing me make a bow, and this is from the Maggie Home Style Board collection dies. And I had that silvery paper, and so I'm going to make that. And I am going to put that on top of my page protector just because I don't really want it smushed. A lot of times I don't mind adding stuff in, like just having it right in the page protector, but I was really thinking that that probably would get smushed. I'm hoping that it doesn't fall off my page protector being on the outside because I think that's why I don't like stuff on the outside. And I just added some of those hearts from Pink Paisley, that girl line that came out a while ago. And that background paper is from the Maggie Holmes collection, Shine, that just came out. And that lovely card matches perfect. It's like the same color. I couldn't believe it. So I was just matching around to see how it was going to look. So here are some close-ups, and I hope you guys enjoy this. And like I said, if you have any questions about the products that I use or my thought process, don't forget to ask, and I will see you guys later. I hope you guys have a great week and stay inspired, guys. Bye.